Hi guys, it's Circle M. It's the morning of the Waco Tactical Fitness Biathlon. Clark and I are up early. He's making some tactical toast, and we hope to have a good time at the match, so we'll see you there. Alright guys, so here's Clark. Here's our table. We're at Crawford Community Center for the WTF Biathlon. We're just checking in. I'll give you a quick rundown on my gear. I'm going to put the little Midland camera on my helmet and run with that, so y'all will see when I finally do get to go to run. You get to see what it looks like from my view. On the belt, I changed it up a little bit because of the way it needs to go, but I got 2 pistol mags in here. I got one in the gun and one in the chamber. I've got a water bottle, a spare box of 59mm, and then 50 rounds of 223 on stripper clips. I got the dump pouch with the mag that's going to go in my rifle in it. And I got my 3 rifle mags at the very end. I got the eyes and ears. I got my gun. You're not allowed to run with one in the gun, but you can keep one in your pistol. And then I got 2 more mags on my belt with a little base plate extension, a very kind loan from Clark, so thank you very much. And we'll see you guys when the match starts.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright guys, we finished the 5.5 mile biathlon. It was rough. The humidity is through the roof. It's been kind of misting on and off all day today, so I sweated way more than I should have. I learned a very valuable lesson about not listening to people on their round counts. Double the rounds was way too much ammo. I probably have 100 pistol rounds left and have at least 100 rifle rounds left. Unless you really suck at shooting, I can honestly say you do not need double the round count. Other than that, I honestly, now looking back on it, I should have brought 2 water bottles. The humidity was so high. When I'd been running around and practicing, the humidity was a lot lower, so I only need 1 bottle, but with the high humidity, it killed me out there. It was pretty bad. And I'm not sure about the little camera that I had on my helmet, but I'm 90% sure it broke when I tried to go through the tunnel, so I'll see what videos I can pull off it, but I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to see anything. So I'm really sorry, guys, it didn't turn out. I really would have liked to have had the shooting stages and all the running on the channel, but I don't think it held through. Clark over here smoked me hard. He did really good on the stages, and he did really good on his run times. Unfortunately, on the stage with the car, for some reason that this ammo I got, it worked perfectly fine every day I practiced with it, but as soon as I took it out here and started shooting with it, it jammed. So on one of the stages where we had to drag a dummy 50 yards from barrier to barrier, I shot 2 rounds and then it jammed up on me. I had to, one case got stuck in the chamber, I had to yank it out, reloaded, shot 2 or 3 more rounds, and it did it again. And then on each of the barriers, I had to cycle my gun every 2 or 3 rounds because it would get one stuck. So that just, it just did awful on my times. And it jammed a couple of times elsewhere too, but the really bad one that caused me to DNF one of the stages was on the car stage, where I got a casing, brass over bore, and it wedged in the charging handle so hard that I had to run all the way to the very last stage to get someone with a tool to pull it out before my rifle would work again, because I couldn't get in there with my pocket knife. That sucker was jammed in there. The charging handle and the bolt weren't moving, and it was pretty bad. So that really, really screwed me on my shooting and run times, because I'm there trying to fix stuff, and it didn't turn out. But I know for next time. So all in all, I think the biggest thing to take away from this is you do not need that much ammo. God, that was so much weight, and it just dragged me down. It really killed my run times. And the other thing is, too, now that I look back on it, I can blaze through 5 miles easy, 6-7 minutes with no gear on. But the trouble is, where I live in the city, I can't run like that without attracting a lot of attention. So I got to run exactly twice with all my gear on, with my rifle, before the stage. One of it was 2 days before this one. It was Thursday night, and right before the match on Saturday, just because I finally got a chance. It was dark, it was late at night, and I figured I'll run around and hopefully no one sees me and calls the cops. But man, it's so different running with the gear, it's so different running with everything, and without a way to practice that, it really, really hurts you, because it really hurt my run times now. So if you can't tell, I'm a little salty about the rifle going bad on me and then, you know, getting screwed with just about everything else. So, oh well, we'll see how I do. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll check in again when prize time comes around. We'll see if I got anything. Now that the match is finished, I can positively say that all I did in fact get was the stinking shirt. Oh wait, no I didn't. So, match results are in. We stayed up and checked it out. I got 23rd place, which, considering I got some pretty big penalties, I'd say that's still pretty good. The prize for 23rd place was this Odin Works XMR3. It's this extended magazine release. I put it on my gun as soon as I got it home because, hey, it looks so slick I had to try it out. I really like it, so there'll be a review coming out on that. In addition to that, I got a cleaning kit, I got a bunch of stickers, a patch, and 2 t-shirts, so I'd say that's pretty good. Clark did really good, coming in at 7th place. He also had a perfect run on all of his stages and obstacles. He didn't have any penalties or DNFs, so he got a special challenge coin for that. He got himself a bunch of stickers. Prize for 7th place was the adjustable gas block, and he got himself a couple of shirts too, so it was a pretty good deal. All in all, I'd say it was a pretty fun match. I look forward to doing it again. I had a really good time, and maybe I'll see some of you guys there. Alright, now that we're back and all de-geared, you can kind of see how it all broke down. I left everything as it was when it came out of my kit, and you can get a pretty good idea of kind of how I did here. The official round counts for the stage, of course, of fire was supposed to be 47 pistol and 55 rifle. Now, as you can see here, I actually have a lot left over. This is what I was saying with the more than doubling the round counts on everything. I carried 140 pistol, so I had all the mags loaded up, and I carried in the little extra ammo carrier there. And I did the same thing on the rifle. I had all the mags full to the brim, and then I also carried 50 rounds on stripper clips. Which now, looking back at everything, the rounds that I have here left, I have 82 pistol rounds, and I have 108 rifle rounds. Now, the rifle rounds are a little bit skewed because I had so many malfunctions for some reason. I'd shoot about 3 rounds and I'd have to clear 1, so I'm probably short anywhere from 10 to 20 rounds that I ended up dropping, clearing malfunctions, and since we're under the clock, I didn't want to go back to pick it up. But since I have roughly a 60% ratio of hits to misses on both the rifle and the pistol, when you total those numbers up, I would have been just fine with the double. So I could have had 90 for the pistol and 110 in the rifle, so 4 mags would be 120, but I think it would have been just fine without having to carry that much ammo, because I remember both the night before and on announcements, everyone was saying, no, that double is not enough, you need to carry even more than double, which is why I added that box of 50 and those stripper clips, and it ended up being way more than I needed. But hey, some people need those extra rounds to help them out, so that was that. Honestly, if I had it to do over, I would have used that weight instead to carry an extra water bottle, because the humidity was so high. I'm sure you could tell in the video. I was blasted by the time we were done, because once that water kind of ran out, that was about it, and there's nothing to drink anywhere around there. I guess if I'd had a life straw, it would have been okay, but I'm glad I added this little extra pouch, because I threw the water bottle in there, I threw my clips and my spare 9mm in there, and it worked out just fine. But all in all, yeah, that was a lot of extra ammo that I didn't need, which added up to a lot of weight, which slowed me down. But hey, I'll know for next time now. And I guess a good thing to take away from this would be, if you're considering doing one of these, go run a mock stage of your own and look at your percentage of hits under stress. Run a mile or two, and then that will tell you, if you hit about 60% of the targets, well, then that'll alter the amount of ammunition you need, and kind of take it from there. So we'll see what happens.